There are so many things in this world that make us forget what is there here around you. Therefore, we should be always awake and arise. They said, Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapya Varan Nibodhata. Very beautiful statement they made thousands of years before. Uttishtata, Jagrata, wake up. Look around you. Varan Prapya Nibodhata. Just to know what is true here, what is wonderful here, what is going to enrich your life. Man, open your eyes. You are not in hell, you are in heaven. Where we feel the presence of the divine, that is heaven. Where we think there is only darkness and suffering, that is hell. Hell and heaven depend upon the way we think about the life, about the nature, about the whole world. Man, make your life Swarga. Swarga means the place of happiness. Happiness does not come from outside. The sun shines and the flowers bloom. Look into the nature, the flower of the heart blooms. That's happiness. That is happiness. We may be poor. Some of us are poor materially, but spiritually we are rich. The sun is mine, the sun is yours. Isn't it? The nature is there for me also, as it is for you. Therefore, we must be equally rich and equally happy all the time till the end of our day. That is how we have to live in this world. And this lesson is taught by the nature. It is taught every moment, it is teaching mankind. The nature says, just look at me, how green I am, how colorful I am. I bloom and your heart must enjoy. And this joy doesn't depend upon what we amass. We may have millions and millions of rupees, but that does not necessarily make our life joyful and beautiful. Our rishis lived in this world. They say, Anoraniyan Mahato Mahyan Atmasya Jantor Nihito Guhayam Tamakratu Pashyate Vita Shokaha Dhatu Prasadat Mahimanamatmana. Very beautiful words. They were uttered by the great seers of the world. In India, there lived wonderful people. They lived in small cottages, but their mind was so wonderful that it grasped the very presence of the infinite nature. That is a wonderful thing. They said, Rishi says, Anoraniya Mahato Mahya Atma Asya Jantor Nihitaha Guhayam. Here is the Guha cave. Guha cave. Everybody has that cave. And what is there? Guhayam nihitaha. Atmasya jantor nihito guhayam. There is something great in our heart, and it is Atman. Atman means the light of consciousness. The light of consciousness. That is the light. Atmasya jantor nihitaha. Nihitaha, it is always there. It is there. It is not to be brought in from outside. It is there in every heart. Just look at the flowers. In every flower there is a beauty. In every flower there is a fragrance. Isn't it? In every heart there is the beauty divine. In every heart there is a joy, wonderful joy. Man, love the world, live in the world. Atmasya jantor nihito guhayam. Great treasure is hidden in our heart, man. Just feel its presence, you live joyfully in the world. He says, Ano Raniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. How is the Atman? Ano Raniya, Mahato Mahiyan. Smaller than the smallest, greater than the greatest. It is everywhere, in every object. Atman means something that never goes out of existence. Atman is there always, everywhere. You cannot remove it. These flowers may be removed from the table. This cloth also may be removed. But you cannot remove the Atman. The space, for example, you cannot remove it. And you may remove all the things from your house. How can you remove the space that fills your house? Can't. This is a house. Everything dies, everything goes out. But one thing cannot go out, that which is always there. And it is the spiritual space. As this is the material space, this one is the spiritual space. The space is infinite almost. We do not know where it ends. The great scientists say, the space is there. It is everywhere. You can't even imagine that space ends somewhere. Because space means nothing. Nothing cannot be limited. Space. If there is nothing, that something finds a place to exist. If there is no space, then the table cannot exist here. If there is no spiritual space, you cannot exist, I cannot exist. Spiritual space is there. Ano Raniya, Mahato Mahiya. Ano Raniya, it is there, even in the center of the atoms, the minutest particles in the world. It is there. Space is there. Space is there. And here, The body is there, very small, but within there is space which knows no boundaries, no ends. That is how it is described. Atati vyapati iti atma. That which is present everywhere, that is Atma. That is Atma. My body is here. My body is not there. But the space within me is here. It is also there. It has no limitations. That's why great Rishi says, Ano Raniya Mahato Mahya. Atma. This is the Atman. Asya Jantoho, in this living body, Nihitaha Guhayam. Tamah Pashyate. Who sees it? Feel its presence. But who is capable of feeling the presence of the Divine? He says, Akratuhu, whose mind is very clean. He alone can experience the presence of the Divine inside, outside, and everywhere. Therefore, make your mind desireless. That doesn't mean we should not have desires, but be freed from such desires which always disturb you, which always conceals your true nature. Such desires are to be put away from our heart. What are those desires? Endless desires, insatiable desires. There are two kinds of desires. Desires that can be satisfied easily. For example, I have a desire for food. I eat a bread or two, desire is fulfilled. Now there is no desire. I am happy because there is the absence of desire for eating food. And there is one more desire that can never be satisfied, and it is the desire for accumulation, collecting the things. That is there in us. Go on collecting, not one thing or the other. I want here only 2 flowers. Now there are 10. I am thinking of 100 flowers. If I get 100 flowers, I think of 1,000 flowers. It goes on increasing and it has no end. Therefore, we will not have joy in life unless this insatiable desire goes out of my mind. That is the cause of all suffering in life. What is the cause? Insatiability of desire. Not desire. Desires are necessary. Because small desires, they make our life very rich, very joy-filled, isn't it? I want to sit in the sunshine, sit here, and my desire is fulfilled, and there appears on my face cheerfulness, a sweet smile. This is how we have to live in this world. This kind of a teaching they did, those great thinkers of the world, Eastern and Western, they did. And we have to learn to live with a flowery cheerfulness on our face. Wonderful. Akratuhu. Akratuhu means not a kratu, not a wanting always. Kratu means a kratuhu, desire. But those desires should not be never-ending desires. Just drink water, thirst is gone, isn't it? Just sit in the hot sun, the cold is gone. Sit in the presence of the great people in this world and the suffering is gone. Therefore they say, do satsanga always. What is satsanga? Just sitting in the sun, sitting in the nature, sitting with the great people of this world, sitting with the people who do not know what the suffering is. Sit with them. They smile always. Man, here are things in the world and they are very, very, very beautiful. The green nature is there. God expresses himself in the form of nature. Man, don't think that you are not seeing God. Tamakratuhu pashyati vitashokaha. As soon as we come to know that there is something which is both smallest, both biggest, and that is the Atman. Feel it and you are happy. Tamakratuhu pashyati vita shokaha. You will be freed from shoka, sorrow. Sorrow won't be there. If you feel the presence of the Atman within you, Atman without you. Ano raniyan mahato mahya. Atman is everywhere. Tamakratuhu pashyati vita shokaha. Dhatu prasadat. How we have to experience the presence of this great Atman. He says, Dhatu prasadat. It has two meanings. Dhatu prasada means keep your mind clean. Keep it clean. Remove all the disturbing desires from the mind. And the mind becomes calm. Mind becomes calm. We offer flowers to God. It means God loves the flowers because they are very clean. Very clean. God doesn't love the dollars, euros, isn't it? Rupees. He loves cleanliness. He loves the flowers. Therefore we offer flowers to God, not just dollars to God. Isn't it? Just hold a flower in your hand, people love you. Hold a dollar in your hand, they want to snatch it away. Isn't it? Wonderful. Therefore, fill your mind, fill your eyes with the flowers of happiness. Isn't it? And this is how we have to live here in this world. Whatever is needed for living a wonderful life is there in this nature. What is lacking here? Everything is there. Isn't it? Even here, everything is there. In the body, what is lacking? Just to see the world. Eyes are there. 2 eyes, not one. wonderful eyes. Just uh, open your eyes, the whole nature, the whole beauty fills in your heart. This is how the nature has created the things. Isn't it wonderful? Here are ears. The sounds are there. Eyes can't see the sound. I cannot hold the sound. But my ears are there. They get in the vibrations and I begin to feel the sound. Wonderful, isn't it? Suppose if there is no sound in the world, if I become deaf and dumb, if I become blind, what would have happened of life? If the life is to be a heavenly joy, eyes must be there, ears must be there, isn't it? Hands must be there, and legs must be there. Here is the instrument created by the nature, a wonderful instrument, and every person is equipped with these great instruments. Some of them are knowledge-giving instruments, some of them are working instruments. Both are needed to make our life a wonderful experience, man. A wonderful experience. We have to enjoy the life. We have to make our life a beautiful nature, just a garden. Make our life, we have to make our life a garden of sweet feelings, garden of fine feelings, garden of sweet thoughts, which make and keep our mind always joy-filled. This is how we have to live in this world. This is how the great saints lived in this world. Great saints. They were not rich materially, but they were never poor. They said, Ami Srimantahuni Srimanta. Who said? Not a millionaire, not a billionaire, but a man who had no billion, no million. He said, I am the richest person in the world. Why? My heart is filled. Now I do not need anything. That is the sign of the riches. I am rich, it means I am quite contented. I need nothing. Isn't it? I need nothing. And the nature is there to make me rich always. And it makes me always happy. That is how we have to live in the world. Tamakratuhu pashyati vita shokaha, freed from all worries. Tamakratuhu, desireless when we become, it makes our heart freed from all worries and cares of life. Dhatu prasadat mahimanam atmanaha. This is the last sentence of those great saying, of that great saying. Dhatu prasadat mahimanam atmanaha. This is the glory of the self. Atmanaha mahimanam. Dhatu prasadat. How you are to enjoy it? Just keep your mind clean and you will be happy. Keep your mind very clean, fresh fresh, cheerful, and that makes us rich in every way. Man, it is there in you and it is with you. You are free whether you have to live in a heaven or a hell. Hell is created by you. Heaven also may be created by you. Smile, there is heaven. Smile, frown, there is hell. I am quite satisfied. I am rich. Say, you are in heaven. I am very, very poor. That feeling itself makes you live in hell. Therefore, God does not create heaven and hell. It is only we who create heaven and hell, not for other people but for ourselves. Heaven is in your heart. Hell also is in your heart. If you want to make your life a heaven, just smile and think that you are not poor. Isn't it? There ends this sermon. Now it is 8 o'clock. 1 hour has gone. Isn't it? Not thinking, not worrying, but just smiling inside and outside. This is how we have to live in this world. This is what the great saints and seers of the world. I am not saying of Indian saints. I am saying of all the saints of the world. Everybody said, we are rich. Feel that you are rich. Feel that you are the divine truth itself. Then there will be nobody who will be richer than you. Just we have to feel our richness, and that is what the great words of the saints and seers of the world tell us. I am very happy you are here, enjoying the cool nature, cool and also bright, shining nature. Let your mind be filled with that light that makes you, that keeps you always cheerful. Let me offer my pranams to all of you for coming here from your distant places and sitting here with a smile on your face. Let me offer my gratefulness to you. Namaskar. We are meeting again when Sunday comes. If you find time, you may come next Sunday. Let me expect you to be here on next Sunday. Let us see later. And you have to go to your houses with a sweet smile on your face, so that they will be encouraged to come next Sunday. Well, offering my salutations to all of you. Namaskar. ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಹೇಳ್ಬರ್ರಿ. with pranams to Sri Siddheshwar Swamiji, pranams to Sri Kad Siddheshwar Swamiji and all the yogis and my colleague doctors and friends. We have another wonderful day today, Sunday morning, with such sweet words which make our life happy and rich. Very simple ways. Whole life we work, we earn, and we may not achieve the happiness. So with these words we know that it is very simple to be rich and happy. And also listening to him, getting this opportunity, we are very lucky and we are grateful to him. So we express our gratitudes, and also all of us, all of you, on behalf of all of you who have come here, on behalf of the organization here, the great work being done by Sri Kad Siddheshwar Swamiji, how much development has occurred in this area, and the great work. So visiting makes us very happy, and especially I would like to thank my friend from Solapur, Dr. Shiv Shankar, whom I had an opportunity to be with him in Hubli, in KMC. We were at the same time in the college. We were in the same time in the college, and today he is here again. He has achieved a very big place in his profession. He is an orthopedician. In some operations, he has the highest achievement in our country. He is the authority in the operations, and such a big person coming very humbly to this place, agreeing to help out Swamiji when there are difficulties, and today we can see the results also, that we are listening to the Revachan again. So, sir, you have really done a great job, which cannot be measured in any of the measurements that we have. It is our hearts that we profusely thank you on behalf of all the people. So I request Dr. Shiv Shankar to say a few words.
ಆದರಣೀಯ ಶ್ರೀ 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 ಸಿದ್ದೇಶ್ವರ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ ಚರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಶ್ರೀ ಶ್ರೀ ಕಾಡಸಿದ್ದೇಶ್ವರ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತಿರುವ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಗಳು, ಭಕ್ತಗಳು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿ, ನನಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸಾಗರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಮೀ ಟಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್. Hip fracture is a very common operation. An orthopedic surgeon does it. But Bhagavantan Ichche, it's almighty that I was summoned to operate on Sri Swamiji. I am really happy that within a month he has started the discourse and is walking. And it's not even a month today after the operation. It's his will power which is more important. It's not the body or the surgery. Many a time when we had to clap, whatever the best you do, if the support of the other hand is not there, then it won't be successful. So it's the support of the other hand which is more important here. I'm sure that Swamiji will be very, very helpful. Even simple words what he has explained today, like heaven is where there is light, hell is where there is no light. Very simple word. So driving home the point that you can be rich in your happiness, if you leave out all the desires for materialistic happiness, that is also very, very important. And I am also very happy that Dr. Shivshankar Marjage called me to this place, and when I saw the place, I thought that I should come again and visit and see it completely, because that day I just did what we call in medical terminology as physician sample. So I had come for just sample work. So yesterday, the whole day I was here. I have seen the excellent work by the ashram, and I am very, very happy. And I went through the book, and I know now that this is the one of the only ashram which allows all sect people to come and visit. I am very happy with the openness and all the things they are doing. The hospital, if I want to talk, it's excellent. All the facilities are there. Thanks to the people who are working. Once again, thank you for having me here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So today's discourse ends, and again our waiting for the next week starts. So let us go with smile and also a little bit of little materialistic desire of eating.